Hey everybody, welcome back. The next step in learning how to read and perform rhythms is learning how to identify notes and rest. These are going to be symbols that tell us how long to make a sound or how long to be quiet, not make a sound. And when I say how long to be quiet or how long to make a sound, I'm talking about how many beats a note is going to last, or how many beats it's going to last. We're going to just worry about identifying right now. So here we go. Let's start with the biggest one, the longest one. We won't give how many beats, but we're just going to write that out. And it is called. We'll start on the note side. All right, and we'll go over here to the rest side. All right. So the longest one. The longest one. It's just a circle. It's just a circle. We call it, the name of this note is called a whole note. Alright, a trick I always use to say, it looks like a hole you can fall into. That's a trick I always have with memory. But it's the longest one that makes a sound. Then it's like opposite is over here. It is called the whole rest. The way it looks, it's a little box that hangs down from this line. All right, a lot of people, here, let me make this a little neater. All right, it hangs down from the line. It's a basketball. Imagine this as a basketball and it's shot into the wrist. All right. So that's the whole wrist. Alright? Now, the next one. The next one is called a half note and half rest. Now, so the half note, if you notice, looks very similar to the whole note. There's a connection we'll talk about a little bit later. But the only difference between the whole note and the half note is there's what we call a stem. That's to the right side of it. You'll also see the stem if sometimes pointing down. It's on the left side that way. But we're just going to do it this way. Okay? Then we got the half rest. And a little trick to remember that it's called a half rest is that it looks like a top hat. All right, the whole rest it's coming down from the line. This one's above the line, and the lines will make more sense later when we talk about the staff. But there it is. Now let's go on to the next note. It's a little bit shorter. And there's a relation to it, but we'll get to that later. So, it's called a quarter note. Alright, quarter note. We're going to draw it. It is a circle with a stem, but the circle, which is actually called the note head, by the way, like college music theory, teacher would kill me for saying it's a hole, but it's a note head. And the note head's filled in. Alright, there's a quarter note. Now, its opposite, that is silent, the rest, looks like this. Lightning bolt, swoosh. I'm still in elementary mode. But there's your quarter rest. Alright? Then, the next note. Alright, I'm sorry, I'll draw this first. Let me draw that first. So I don't confuse you. Oh, good. I spelled it right. Anyway, the next one, eighth note. Now, we start with a note head. I filled in. We start with our stem. We fill it in. And add a flag. Now, that's a horrible flag. Let me redraw that. Alright, there you go. There's your eighth note. And across the opposite of the note is the eighth rest. This makes a sound. This is silent. Now again, if it has a stem, you can take it. If you'll see sometimes the stem pointing down. So if it's pointing down, it's on the left side. If it's going up, it's on the right side. But don't confuse you too much. But you'll see both, and it just messes people up just for a little bit. And they're like, Mr. Sledge, what's wrong with this note? It's upside down. No, it's just, it is upside down, but it's okay. It's still a quarter note, so they know half note and stuff like that. So these are the four main types of notes in a rest that you're going to encounter the first year. Second, maybe in the first year. It depends on how fast you get. But definitely the second year, you'll encounter 16th notes and so on. But we'll explain more about that in the next lesson. So here are your types of notes.